President Donald Trump signed a short-term measure to reopen the government.
Both the House and Senate passed the bill today, 3 days after a dispute over immigration led to a shutdown.
Reporter Weijia Jiang has the latest from Capitol Hill.
President Trump signed a short-term measure to reopen the government, ending a 3-day shutdown.
Now the Trump shutdown will end, but Republicans' wasteful incompetence continues.
This is not a moment to pat ourselves on the back, not even close.
The bill, which includes a 6-year extension of the Children's Health Insurance Program, funds the government only through February 8th.
The yeas are 81, the nays are 18.
Senate Democrats reluctantly agreed to the stopgap measure after Majority Leader Mitch McConnell promised to put a bill addressing young immigrants brought here illegally as children up for debate and a vote.
Now those talks can get going again. Whether they bear fruit is up to all of us.
Lawmakers on both sides continue to point fingers at each other over the shutdown and at President Trump, criticizing him for being absent from nearly 60 hours of tense negotiations.
The great deal-making president sat on the sidelines.
But the president resumed talks on immigration Monday, meeting separately with 6 Republicans and 2 Democrats at the White House.
He wants our children, the DACA children, to have certainty and a pathway forward, and he's counting on the Senate and the House to do their job.
4 congressional leaders will now have 17 days to craft a plan providing legal status for nearly 700,000 immigrants.
We've been in a meeting every single day. We're working towards it. We're making progress.
The federal government fully reopens Tuesday morning. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Congress also authorized back pay for federal employees furloughed by the shutdown.
Young women continue to share their accounts of sexual abuse at the hands of former gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. The disgraced sports physician walked into court in Lansing, Michigan for day number 5 of his sentencing hearing. Nassar has pleaded guilty to multiple counts of criminal sexual conduct for assaulting girls and young women while he was a physician for the Michigan State University gymnastics team and USA Gymnastics. One victim said her mother is still being billed for services where she was sexually abused.
I'm possibly the last child he will ever assault. MSU Sports Medicine charged me for those appointments. My mom is still getting billed for appointments where I was sexually assaulted.
Many of the young women testifying said their mothers were in the room when Nassar molested them, but didn't realize what was happening.
Later in sports, find out which Bison football player is going to be matched up with some of the nation's best in front of NFL scouts.
And what kind of TV are you watching us on? About 750 flat screens and stands are being recalled. Up next, which ones and why?